좁아져 나의 날개가 되어 DJ 하늘 위로 절대 포기 못해 We going all the way This must be crazy love.
Hi guys, so first of all, Happy New Year, and I just wanted to say that I wish us all a better year than this past one. It was a mess, as we all know. And how do y'all feel about my new intro? New year, new me, I guess. I'm sorry. JK, but I really like this one, and I hope you stay till the end for the new outro. Anyways, today I'm gonna be planning 2021 for the girl groups under the big three. I wanted to do this for months now, and I finally have the time to do so. That's exactly what I'm doing today. I'm gonna plan each comeback for every girl group, and I'm also gonna be predicting how the comebacks might look like. So if you'd like to see that, keep on watching. Okay, so starting off with Aespa, I think that SM is going to give them 2 comebacks. And for the first one, I think that it's going to be a mini album with around 5 to 6 songs. And I think that it's going to be released in the middle of March or the start of April. For the concept, I think that they're going to do something similar to Black Mamba, maybe a bit more darker perhaps. And for the second comeback, I think that it's going to come out somewhere in July or August, and I think it's going to be a single with 1 sidetrack, something like Treasure did last year. And for the concept, I think that it's going to be more bubbly and that it's going to give off more of that teen crush refreshing summer vibe type of thing. And I think that this one would be a big hit for Aespa. Okay, so for Itzy, I have many predictions and preparations, but I think that they're gonna be sadly overworked this year. So I have a theory, like some other people I've talked to, and it is that just like Twice in 2017 had 4 comebacks, I think that JYP is going to do the same to Itzy, because 2017 was Twice's second year as a group. And for Itzy, 2021 is the year where they're going to celebrate their 2nd anniversary. So I predict that they're going to have 3 to 4 comebacks this year. Most likely 3, but we never know. And the first one is going to be somewhere in the end of February. And that is going to be something similar to Wannabe or Dala Dala. And that is going to be very popular. And for the second comeback, it will be released in the end of April towards the start of May. And I think that it's going to be a mini album, whereas the first comeback would be a single. For this comeback, I think they would go a little less teen crush, so I'm expecting something similar to Secret Story of the Swan. And I think that this release would be extremely popular. And for the third release, I think they would have it in the end of August. And I'm thinking something similar to Itzy with a splash of As If It's Your Last. I'm expecting this one to be a single with 2 sidetracks on it. And for the last comeback, I think they would do something very girl crush like Boombayah and Bad Boy. So yeah, I think Itzy will have a very successful year, and that they're going to be so much more popular than they already are. And I wouldn't be surprised if they get overworked knowing they're from JYP, which is sad because I only want what's best for the girls. So for Blackpink, I think after such a good year that 2020 was for them, I think that YG will give them most definitely 1 comeback that is a mini album, maybe with around 5 songs. There's even a small chance of a second comeback, but I'm not so sure about it. But if they were to get a second comeback, it would be a single. And for the first comeback, I think that it will come out either in April or May. And I think that it's going to be another Black concept, something very similar to Doo 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 or How You Like That. And for the second possible comeback, I think that it would be released in September. and that it would be another black concept, but this time something more like playing with fire and Lovesick Girls. Although I predict that the girls won't be as active as 4, I have some predictions for them as individuals. For Jisoo, her drama is airing in March or February, I'm pretty sure. And for Jennie, I think she'll do more shoots and will be very busy with promoting the brands she's a part of. For Rose, I'm thinking maybe her solo debut in June or July with a very elegant and laid-back concept, maybe something like I'm So Sick by A-Pink or even Magnetic Moon by Tiffany Young. And lastly, for Lisa, I very much doubt it, but perhaps a solo towards the end of the year like with Jennie, but it's not as likely. I would say a late November solo debut with a very strong and powerful concept, something that complements Lisa's rap abilities with some vocals included, something like Hyunna's work. All in all, I think that Blackpink is going to focus more on solo activities rather than activities as a full group this year. For Twice, I really don't have anything special to say, if I'm being completely honest. It was just so much easier to predict their year compared to some other groups that I included here. I think that they will have 2 comebacks, both with mini albums with 6 to 7 songs. For the first one, I think that it will be released in April and it will have a very similar concept to Fancy, something that's just very cheerful, energetic, and fun. And for the second comeback, I think that it will either come out in August or September, and it will be more of a mature concept, something like Peekaboo and Yes or Yes. And I have this prediction which will probably be very off, but I think that 1 or 2 of the members will start with their solo debuts. Most likely Nayeon and Chaeyoung, but I'm not sure at all. I just had that in my mind, but I think solos would be a perfect opportunity because their 6-year anniversary is approaching, and it would be amazing to see more from the members that don't get as much lines or attention as others. And finally, for my favorite girls in this world, it was tough to decide what and how everything will go, but I think I did something. Okay, so as a group, I think that they'll have 1 or 2 comebacks, and for the first one, I'm sure many of you heard the information and everything that was going around. I don't know if it was SM, but someone did say that the girls are preparing for a comeback, and I think it will be in February. And the concept I picture in my head is something like a mix of Automatic and Psycho, like less energetic than Psycho but not as slow as Automatic. And for the second comeback, hopefully I think that it will be released in July or August, and I'm expecting a red concept, something in the direction of As If It's Your Last but more mature, if you know what I mean. Not too cute but not girl crush either. And then for Irene and Seulgi as a subunit, I'm expecting a comeback in April or May with another heavy girl crush concept. And for Wendy, Joy, and Yeri, I'm expecting maybe an SM Station song for each of them. And maybe like collab with other artists like Joy did with Crush. So all in all, I hope they will be way more active than in 2020, which was actual pain as a Revelove. I'm glad that Wendy is back and better, and I just want anything from them at this point. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave me your predictions and plans for all of these groups down below, and make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Stay safe, I love y'all, and I hope you have an amazing day.